Hello, everybody.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon.
We're in Seoul, Korea.
Yes, and it is a tradition now because this is our second time here in Seoul, and we came here exactly 1 year ago. And in fact, I think we took the exact same flight because it was a 3:30 in the morning flight.
It was bumpy for me,
Yeah, I slept a little bit, but it was tough.
but the seats recline quite a
Yeah.
lot.
Very comfortable. We were on Scoot. We've done Scoot plenty of times.
So things have changed since a year ago when we first came. A little less stressful.
Very much, yeah.
Less things to do and prepare ahead of time. So the health declaration, the Q code, you have to fill out up to 3 days before your departure date. Basically, with the Q code, they asked for your passport information, your symptoms, any kind of. It was very
pretty
basic.
quick, yeah.
It's a very basic
She
questionnaire.
clearly did it for both of us because I don't know what was on it.
If you're not very tech savvy, you can also just fill out the yellow form that they give you on the airplane. And of course, they have so many tables filled with the pens and paper for you to fill out ahead of time. And I think the line actually for the paper form was a little shorter than the Q code.
Yeah.
But of course, when we went through the Q code line, you just scan your QR code from your phone and they take your temperature and you're off.
I would probably still do the Q code because you can just do it ahead of time. We'll drop the link in our description. If you come from a country or hold a passport from a country as part of KETA, then you also don't have to fill out a arrival card. Otherwise, that will be another card that you typically get while you're on the plane, maybe? I was asleep, I don't know.
They never asked us anything.
But again, same as like Chantal said, there are tables there as well that you can go and fill them out beforehand. But the immigration process was quick. It takes no time at all. As Americans, we like it because we don't have a visa. We don't need to get a visa on arrival or anything like that here in Korea. Now we're sipping our first coffee at...
Hanumaru.
I'll take her word for it. It's a government-affiliated initiative that's helping employ senior citizens. And it's not a bad latte. Reason why we're here sipping this and just filming right now is because we are waiting for our ride to the city.
We're taking the express train.
Airport Express, or AirEx as they call it, is what we took last time. You can just get the tickets here. They take credit card, which is really helpful. Chantal managed to find out that Klook has deals for it as well. So we actually ended up saving 20%. So I think the normal price of the tickets are like 9,000 won, and we got them for like 7,000 something.
So the trains run every 40 minutes. We're waiting for our train, which is at 12:48. So we'll probably head down in a little bit after we drink a little bit more of our coffee and catch the train into Seoul Station.
Immigration does go by really quickly, but you're gonna end up having it depends on the terminal, I guess, because everyone goes to Terminal 1. So Scoot Budget Airline, I'm guessing it's like the furthest away possible. You end up taking like these escalators twice, and then you go down to the train that then takes you to Terminal 1. So it's actually kind of a distance of walking. I don't remember exactly, but you might be right.
Q code first.
Yeah.
And then everyone's kind of running because you assume immigration is
Yes,
next.
that's right. I
And you
remember.
just get to the escalators and I think I looked and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
not the immigration desk.
Because we were going to go to the bathroom, and we're like, no, let's get through immigration first. So we're like, okay, great, Q code line's there, super quick.
Easy.
And then we're like, all right, we have to take a train. And we had to go downstairs, wait with everyone, and then everyone was there. So it didn't really make a difference if you queue up for Q code.
You just have to wait for the train.
But either way, everything went by really fast, so can't complain. So last time we were here, I think we lucked out because typically July is hot, which it was hot, but it's also usually rainy. And last time we were here, I don't think it rained in Seoul, did it? Maybe one day. Very little rain.
You have to check out our other videos to find it.
Yeah. As soon as we arrived, it's like pouring rain. And it's still raining. So hopefully as we get closer to the city, it stops. Okay, we've arrived at Seoul Station. It's pretty crazy, especially compared to last year when we were here and it was still like COVID-ish times. When you leave the Airport Express, make sure to keep your tickets because you do need to tap out as well. So now what we need to do is go to line 1, but we do need to top up our T-Money cards, which if you don't have a T-Money card, it's what you use for transit here, like subway, buses. You can get it at the airport. It's probably the easiest. Otherwise, you can purchase it from convenience stores as well. You can try. Confusing, but we have an AirX card, but we needed to transfer to line 1, so you need your T-Money card. Apparently mine still has money on it, so I tapped through, and Chantal did not have money on her card, so she had to top up. Thankfully we had cash, because T-Money does require cash top up. This is Chantal's most stressful times. Having to deal with a suitcase in public transport and using cash and figuring out where to go. But we got it, we got it.
Don't forget that in Korea, you need to download the Naver app because Google Maps doesn't work here.
And that's what you're gonna use to figure out what public transport, what exits, and everything like that. Just got off on our station. It's 3 stops from Seoul Station, and we're in the Insadong neighborhood this time. We don't know if it's actually raining out, but I think our hotel is just above the subway exit. It said 7-minute walk, but I think most of that walk actually is underground.
Good thing I packed light. Made it to the hotel. It's called Moxie Hotel in Insadong. Last time we were here, we stayed in Myeongdong. We walked all the way to Insadong and we really liked the neighborhood, so this time we figured we'd try out staying here instead.
We love the neighborhood. It's like more traditional, like you can see out our room view. There's like low-rise buildings with the cool like tiled rooftops. This is like the area where people wear their little hanboks and take pictures around. We chose this because it's also a Bonvoy Marriott property, so luckily I am gold. So we do get an upgrade and late checkout, although we won't really need the late checkout because we need to leave a little earlier than that.
We couldn't find the correct exit. It was supposed to be exit 4, which apparently takes you right outside to the hotel.
Yeah.
We followed all the signs. It was a pretty long hallway, and
the number disappeared. We literally were following the maps and it said 4, but I think there was something in parentheses that maybe it says you do need to go outside to go to it.
I saw the parentheses, yeah.
Which that wouldn't make sense because then it wouldn't be an exit, it would be an entrance. We got upgraded to a superior. It looks nice. What's cute is it's got like hanging table and chair, so if you want to just park yourself, you can, and it doesn't take up the space. I don't think we've ever heard of Moxie before.
I think there's 2 locations now in Korea.
Yeah, Myeongdong's the other one, but again, we wanted to choose something different. You'll see like graffiti art, cool music, the check-in. It's not on the first floor. It's up on the top floor where the rooftop bar is as well. So you get into the lobby and you hit the button, you go up to 16, check in, and then head down to your room, which is really interesting. I think we're in a good neighborhood. Actually, no, I know we are. We're gonna unpack, unwind, and then
Grab an umbrella because it is raining still.
That's true. Good point. And then we'll go out and grab some food around here.
Unpack, unwind, umbrella. So it's pouring rain now. Thankfully, the restaurant that we came to is only a block away. So we're gonna get 1 dumpling soup and 1 cold noodle soup.
One thing I fully appreciate about Korean restaurants is the banchan. So almost everywhere you go, you're gonna get the kimchi, which I know Chantal's drooling over right now. They also give you tea or water normally, but you are right. Metal chopsticks. They hurt your fingers, man. Like, I prefer wooden ones. The cold noodle soup we had before. In fact, we did it for Chantal's birthday last year. It's meant for the summer months. It's a monsoon outside, literally, so not ideal for today, but that's why we also wanted to get the hot dumpling soup as well. Look at the comparison of the size there. So the good thing is, we got one hot dish and one cold dish, so we can eat the mandus while they're hot and save the myeonok for later to cool ourselves off. The kimchi is delicious, has a little kick to it, and we're just glad to be in the dry. Finally eating. I don't think we have eaten since it's been like 12 hours since we last ate. That was crazy.
I was looking at the name of the restaurant. They have the menus around the walls. It's all in Korean, except the menu that she handed us had like the English translations of each item. And as we're eating, everything kind of felt familiar, especially like the big mandu. I'm pretty sure we went to this exact restaurant for my birthday in Gangnam.
And because this restaurant is called what?
I don't know what it's called.
It's called Gangnam Myeonok. The restaurant name is actually called Gangnam Myeonok. I think the original location is the one we did go to. Like even like lighting in here is the same. We're gonna have to check it out on the video, but it's okay. We probably did order the same, but you know, we want more of a good thing, and we knew it was a good thing, so it was reliable, and we're glad to be back and eating it because it was delicious. Just finished up, and yes, it turns out it was the same place that we had last time. The total was almost the same, so inflation. It went up by 1,000 won each dish, so I'm pretty sure we got exactly what we got last time. We're gonna walk this off, make our way down towards the palace and the maybe Myeongdong area if we're feeling up for it. It's a little bit drier now, so it makes it easier. So we're sitting at 4B, which is a coffee roaster slash bagel roaster. You roast bagels?
Yeah, roastery.
Bagel roastery? Well, I guess some of their bagels are roasted because they make rusks, which are like little hard bagel chips. It's like 5 p.m., which is pretty late for a coffee. I'm tired. Chantal just yawned for like the 20th time. We're in Gwanghwamun, so we're near the main palace gate. After this coffee, hopefully we'll be a little bit more awake. Hopefully it's not sprinkling as much as it is right now. And we're gonna make our way all the way down that main street to the Myeongdong area. I think it's like 70 something degrees out, Fahrenheit. We packed assuming it's gonna be super hot, but it feels so cold that I regret not wearing a long sleeve right now. And I'm regretting the fact that in my entire suitcase, I have one pair of pants. Everything else is shorts. Yeah, kind of sucks, but hopefully it's just today that it's a little bit dark and like wet, but I'm hoping that it just gets as hot and as humid as it is in Singapore, because I kind of miss that weather right now.
This area last year was completely under construction. We couldn't see anything. We saw the statue over here being completed. This whole middle section was not here, and I think we had no idea what they were doing.
And oh yeah, not to mention there's a 4-story Starbucks that overlooks this entire place. And by the way, this is the street that goes all the way straight down to the Gwanghwamun Palace. We made it to Myeongdong. Thankfully, we managed to do it underground for most of it, so we stayed dried. It's now stopped raining as well, so it's actually pretty okay, but Myeongdong streets are quite busy because this is where you get all your street food.
everybody's feeling a little hungry, and I wouldn't mind snacking either. So we got a vegetable hotteok. Looks
How
like
much
fried
was it?
dough. It was 2,000, so not bad for a good size fried goodness.
I know you're gonna burn yourself.
I know, that's
Be
why I'm
careful.
waiting.
I'll do it. If you want. Okay, you're good.
Has a little japchae inside.
Yes, that's what it is.
That's what you wanted.
So Myeongdong is like definitely your foodie street for like street snacks and food, but it's also a lot of accessories and beauty stuff. So this is your place for pretty much all shopping and food. Chantal finished up quite a bit of shopping in a single place, which I think it's her favorite store.
Yeah.
Like, you knew you wanted to come back and go there, and I knew you were gonna get stuff there.
Yes.
What'd you end up getting?
I got a lot of earrings,
It's just cheap and it's super popular here. Like, there's so many stores in Myeongdong for it.
and there's so many different designs.
Now we're at Namdaemun, which you can see back there, and we are not hungry, but it's almost 9, so we're gonna make our way back home and see what we want to eat. And I'm sure we'll get hungry once we actually see something too. So,
As usual.
yep. So let's see what we decide on. All right, we're just walking back from dinner. Dinner was good, by the way, very inexpensive. The place was called Sada Gimbap.
Sada Gimbap.
Yeah, which she had the gimbap, and it was only 3,500 won.
So cheap.
I had a bibimbap, it was 7,000 won. Still really inexpensive, reasonable. And we're about to go to the bathroom, and we found these steps, and Chantal, I think, is donating money for every step that she climbs. That's pretty cool. I don't think it changed, so we'll have to check if it actually is working, because they owe us money. Well, not us, but they owe money to people who need healthy drinks.
So I just did a quick shopping excursion in Olive-Young. It was empty and they closed at 10:30. It was about 10 o'clock, so I figured it's best to go when no one is in there. And surprisingly, it got pretty busy until about 10:20. But we bought a few things, including some sunstick that I enjoyed last year when we came, and a few extra cosmetic beauty things. And now we're heading home, finally.